Welcome. We're playing Dark Souls. This is episode 5. I have to make a tiny little adjustment there. I did it, and we got a treat up for the Flip Queen already. Yeah, that's a good girl. And we also got a bunch of subs already. Muzz is resubbed for 30 months. We got 41 months from that one guy. That's too many. That's too many months. We got 30 months from Shadows and 39 months from Joey. God damn, nice. That's a lot. It's a lot of months. So many months.
Very many $5.
We also have a hype train now, so neat. And of course, there's the Flip Queen. This is episode 5 of Dark Souls RPG. When last we left off, the chosen undeadens made their way across the Bridge of Ascension, barely. You died like right at the finish line, and then spent pretty much the rest of the session getting back to where you were. So that was.
The important thing is we made it back.
That's true. You did. You did make it back. Also, I just realized that I downloaded. Oh god, that was loud. I forgot how loud gift subs are. Thanks, Steph, for the gift sub, and welcome to the gifted sub, Iceman. Welcome. Welcome to the gifted sub. I realized that I downloaded music to play for the conversation with Aldrich and then didn't upload it to Foundry, and it's on a different computer. Oh wait, that's on a network drive. Hang on.
Absolute giant dingus.
Let him cook. Which one is it? It's probably the one called Deacon Aldrich.
Probably.
No, that can't be it.
Yeah.
Try again.
That MP4.
Oh, okay. I think it is an MP4. No, it's an MP3. What the fuck? Sounds tracks.
.webp.
.webp, sure. That would be weird. Let's see if it's gonna let me upload, because sometimes it doesn't let me upload files to Foundry from this computer. It's always frustrating. But yeah, so at the end of the Bridge of Ascension, you found the Temple of White as promised. I mean, it was there the whole time, like you saw it. It's this big step to Ziggurat, and there was an entrance sort of carved into the stairs on one side, and it does not appear that it's gonna let me upload this file, so that's great. We got a cheer from Steph for Bay.
Thanks, honey.
Oh, it uploaded. Dope. All right.
Thank you, baby.
So let's play that song.
Cheers, spoke for Matt.
Thank you.
There we go. Now we got music.
Oh, good.
That is dramatic.
It's yeah.
It's Bloodborne as hell.
It's Dark Souls 3 music, actually.
Yeah, I was about to say this is the boss fight as fuck.
Yeah, this is from Dark Souls 3. Yeah, I've been stealing music from the whole Dark Souls series. I think I grabbed an Elden Ring song too. I haven't touched Bloodborne yet because I would have to spend time like understanding the tone of the song. But like,
Peak Joe sent you 100 bits.
Oh, thanks, Joey.
Joey.
Throw that in.
I would recommend Cleric Beast. That's always a good slapper.
Okay.
The song.
Yeah, all right. I'll take a look. But yeah, I spent this last week. The main thing that I worked on was more music, and then I didn't upload any of it to Foundry. So go me.
Good job.
But it's fine. I can just upload it from here because I got a network drive. Yay!
Yeah. E for effort.
So I downloaded it from my upstairs computer to this computer, so I can upload it to Foundry, which is on a server somewhere in New York. Anyway, so you made your way into the Temple of White, down a few short, narrow, kind of winding hallways. You made like 3 turns in 40 feet, which actually, like, again, the scale of D&D is ridiculous. Like, I think my entire upstairs hallway is about 15 feet long. And that's got like 6 doors. 4 doors, whatever. Anyway,
4 is like 6, except 4, not quite.
It's like 6. So you were kind of ushered, kind of invited into a small 15-foot square shrine. The back of the room is dominated by this this statue of basically just a circle that has tiny little spokes coming off of it, like it's shining, like that kind of shape. But also the statue is shining. It's made of some kind of glowing white metal. And standing in front of it is an elderly looking man. For just general face shape, think Grand Moff Tarkin. Peter Cushing's, I think, is the actor's name.
Yes.
Just that very triangular, sort of narrowing at the chin, high pointed cheekbones. But what's most striking about him is that from essentially the bottom of his nose all the way down to the collar of his robes, it's just stained red from blood that has been on his face. Probably a copious amount of time. But his robes are pristine. The blood that has clearly stained his face has not stained his clothes. He has this kind of periwinkle blue robe with extravagant gold filigree. It is floor length. In fact, it's more than floor length. It pulls at the floor. And as you enter, he greets you with a salubrious, supplicants.
Ian, you were gifted a take 20.
Oh, dope.
We
would
were
you do that?
gifted an auto crit split evenly
good.
amongst the players, so I don't
So
know what that
that's-
downgrades to.
3 cheers each.
3 cheers apiece.
Got it.
Yeah. Thanks,
thank you,
Moses.
Iceman.
Nice.
I'm gonna take me a take in 20s.
And thank you, Iceman, by the way, for
Yeah.
the take 20.
All right.
Suffocate these nuts. Thank you, Shadow.
Oh my god. So he just kind of like emphatically folds his hands in front of him at his waist, waiting for you to say something. I am gonna turn off this music. It's a little more than I wanted. Just a little more than I wanted.
You turned on boss fight for a chill meeting with the priest.
Hang on. How about this? There we go. That's better.
Yeah.
That's more
Yeah.
chill.
That's ominous.
That's ominish.
Ugh,
We gotta take 20 from Shadows for Bay. Break it up if you want.
terrible.
Thanks.
Oh my god, everyone has so many cheers. God damn. What would you all like to say to this man?
I'll take the full 20. Thank you, Shadows.
We
had a
looking-
question for him. What was the?
We're looking for Deacon Aldrich.
That would be ARCH-Deacon. ARCH-Deacon. Jesus Christ.
You can do it.
I can't do it.
Archdeacon.
Archdeacon Aldrich.
Archdeacon Aldrich.
Yeah. That's
Wow.
that's a mouthful.
Archdeacon Aldrich.
Yeah.
There it is.
Archdeacon Aldrich, then. You seek an audience with him.
And you have one.
You have information that we were sent to procure.
Then ask, and if it is in my power, I shall grant it.
We were told that you have the ability to grant people rest. A finality, as it were. And there are
That's
others
what
who
that's
wish to
what-
know this ability.
That is a truth of sorts. I can extract from the undead their depth.
Is this something only you can do, or is this something that you could teach unto others?
It is a process that no others have had the stomach for.
I'm making a point to just continue looking him in the eye and not, like, follow the blood trail down during this whole conversation, by the way. Trying to maintain, like, I look up, to, I'm respectfully keeping eye contact.
Eyes are up here, sort of thing.
Right. Yeah. Trying to not look like, obviously repulsed kind of thing.
Right.
Meanwhile, Ceramorris is like, what happened with your lipstick?
So he brushes his thumb across his cheek through the blood stain, and it does not move. A side effect of the extraction.
This depth, as you call it, that you extract, what is that?
I used to be in the habit of saying that I don't have the time to explain, but as we are all dead, that is no longer the case. Do you have the patience? It's a rather lengthy ontological treatise that was revealed to me in a nightmare.
I mean, I've only woken up hours ago, so I've got all the time in the world.
Time is convoluted.
Days.
I'm not going to say in Lordran, because you're not in Lordran.
We've been aware of hours. We've been here for, a couple years, maybe.
Yeah, unclear.
Do you make it a habit of following your nightmares? Wait a minute. Does that mean you can sleep? Do we sleep?
Can we sleep?
I have found that I can rest. Yes. This vision revealed to me the future, and so yes, I am inclined to follow. I do not question when Velka grants a vision.
Who's
Who's
Velka?
Nice.
Why, none other than the goddess of sin. The only true god in this land of gods, and he gestures vaguely in the direction of Lordran. Upstarts. Charlatans. Giants playing at God. But Velka speaks through me. It is for this reason that I've been promoted. You see, the way of white does not discriminate. When a tool presents itself, we use it. And so even though we seek nothing less than the eradication of all undead, I, undead myself, am at the forefront of this crusade. And so I seek to extract the depth from all humans. But first, they must reach the fullness of their depth. And I can tell you all that you have not reached that fullness. You must allow the dregs of your humanity to settle in the recesses of your heart.
Dude, what?
I do not expect you to understand. It took years of prayer and meditation for me to understand the fullness of the vision that I was given. And an even longer time to accept what must be done.
Is Velka somebody that we would have heard of, I guess, outside of all of this, you know, and in our normal past life?
Roll religion.
Okay.
I feel like it's kind of rare that we get to roll skill checks in this game. That's gonna be a big heckin' no.
That's a
That's a whopping 5.
Yep.
Something about a hand and an eye.
Yep.
Sorry, that's the wrong thing.
Can you roll? Can you spend position on any roll or just attack rolls?
Definitely just attack rolls.
Okay. Not even saving throws?
I don't think so, no.
Okay.
I don't remember.
So once this depth is extracted from somebody, what happens to them? Clearly they're dead, but where do they go?
They reside as part of the One, the All. Their souls are returned to Velka through me.
So they pass on to an afterlife.
I wouldn't presume to know.
And what do you do with, I guess, this depth after you've taken it?
He just kind of strokes the blood-stained flesh. I am a vessel. There will come a time when all the world is drowned in this depth. And I will be that depth.
I think, Beb, I figured this out. Figured out who you're doing here. I got you. So you get nothing out of this. You're merely doing Volka's work.
A tool, as he said.
A tool. You have the right of it.
Well, what's the process for extracting the depth?
It's a rather bloody process.
I had assumed.
I consume them. Body and soul. But again, this is only for those who have reached the fullness of their depth. None others are worthy.
How does one reach that fullness?
As I said, allow the dregs of your humanity to fill the recesses of your heart.
Right, but let's just hypothetically say that we were a bunch of plebeian idiots. What does that mean?
That has not been made clear to me.
But you can tell when someone comes to you and their depth is full.
Yes.
Are we
I know
talking
not the
about
process.
Are we talking about reaching our full potential, or are we talking about losing ourselves to the madness of this place?
If you lose yourself, is that not your full potential? If you succumb to madness and inhumanity, is that not your potential?
Very good point.
But just as I have been chosen as a tool, I see in front of me tools alike. Tell me, do you not wish to end this eternal torment? Perhaps not personally, but for others? You are clearly accustomed to being bloodied. None here can call their hands clean. Would you assist the Way of White in their undead crusades?
What would we get out of it?
Always the pragmatists. Tools need tools, of course. You may not believe this, but I have actually been waiting here for a supplicant. I'm surprised that there are 5 of you. For 100 years or so. Time's a little hard to keep track of. I don't need to sleep. And I've been waiting for the one to whom I can grant. And he just thinks that's hysterical that he got to say that word twice in a row. Grant, the great hammer of the Paladin Leroy. The first of the Way of White to start the undead hunts. So fervent in his belief that he refused to stop after he had himself become undead. Ever the tool.
And what would you require should we choose to accept?
Bring me the souls of those who have reached the fullness of their depth.
How could we determine that?
I don't know that you could. But if you bring them to me, I can ascertain.
Regents, one would assume.
I'm not interested in kings. It is the common man who is more likely to reach the fullness of his depth. Kings are too aloof. They let others get their hands dirty. They'll reach the fullness of their depth in time, but that will be long after they cease to be kings. No, I seek the souls of humans, like you and I. But powerful souls. I do not trifle with the base hollows.
So the common man, but powerful ones. They seem at odds with each other.
So it would seem.
The uncommon, common man.
A real rarity of epic proportions. But definitely no one legendary. Understood.
Jesus Christ. Fuck you, Bayless.
Yeah, it's just Bayless, totally.
Yeah, Jordan didn't set that one up for me to keep going with it.
No. Definitely not.
Uh-uh.
I am also in on the knowledge. Definitely. Completely unrelated. What does this guy's voice sound like?
That's a good question. And something that I was supposed to have figured out. It sounds like yours.
Cool.
So who hasn't so far, Nathan?
A few people.
Oh, okay.
Couple two tree.
Yeah, I need to. All of them were at the first bonfire that we found. Yeah, at the Firelink Shrine.
Yeah,
the Chronicler, I don't think was.
The Chronicler did sound like Ceramorris. To Ceramorris.
Oh, okay.
The
I haven't
Firekeeper did not. The Shrine Handmaid did not. Sigmund did not. And the blacksmith guy looking for his anvil did not.
Beardy McPig Iron.
Yeah. Beardy McPig Iron. Everyone else you've met, yes, they sound like you, including everyone else here.
Interessante.
What a miss.
I also haven't talked to y'all about that, so.
Yeah.
Yet.
You sort of brought it up when we first woke up, and you're like, "Hey, do you hear me?" But that's all.
Touche.
To continue the conversation, of course, as members of the Way of White, I would share with you the knowledge of our miracles.
His eyes light the fuck up.
Including that really cool disc throwing thing.
The Way of White Corona is the most basic of our miracles, yes.
Well, I think that killing undead was already on our docket.
Yeah.
One that we've run into has been almost everyone has been extremely antagonistic. So I don't see the harm.
Then we have a deal? Yes.
I'll agree. Yeah, I think Loren's already made a deal with someone.
I was just going to overwrite my other one.
So Weigard, as you agree, you feel this sort of. I hesitate to use the word because the context that I've used it recently, but you feel a fullness. But it's more of a light fullness, as if there's this realization that you're a part of something greater than yourself. And he calls for an attendant and sends them to bring the relics. and after a short moment, they return with a hilariously oversized hammer that looks like a chunk of rock on a stick. But they're wielding it like they're carrying it over their shoulder like it's nothing. And in their other hand, a rolled up scroll. And they just extend it to the room. Just both of them.
I made the agreement. I'll take them both.
All right. So let me go ahead and slap some items on your sheet. And this is not going to go right. This is not going to do what I want it to, but it's fine. All right. I have added to your inventory Grant, the magical great hammer, as well as Miracle, Way of White Corona.
That's why you said Grant. Got it.
Grant. Yes, the name of the hammer is Grant.
I get it.
Grant, the hammer wielded by Leroy, aka the two most normal named things in all of Dark Souls.
Kinda, yeah. So Grant is another legacy item. Spurred entirely by his faith and with naught to nourish him but his own light, Paladin Leroy set forth on the first undead hunt. His zeal was so great that even his own undeath did not stop him from his quest to strike down the wicked and root out the scourge of undeath. This hammer is all that is left of Leroy and his undead hunt, though the Way of White still continues the tradition to this day. In its dormant state, which is the state that you find it in, grants you the following benefits. Strength of Faith. This great hammer can be used as a catalyst for casting miracles. You can use Wisdom instead of Strength for the attack and damage rolls of melee attacks using this weapon. Enhancement. You gain a +1 bonus to the attack and damage rolls you make with this weapon. And Undead Slayer. When you hit an undead with this weapon, you can spend position to deal additional radiant damage at a cost of 1 position per additional d6 of damage to a max of 5 position.
That's a lot.
6.
Yeah, that Leroy guy sounds Bloodborne as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Like that sounds like straight the fucking plot of Bloodborne.
That's really funny because he's literally a Dark Souls 1 character.
Oh wow. I guess. I mean, yeah, fucking FromSoft did them both, so.
Paladin Leroy is a Dark Souls 1 invader.
Huh.
He invades you at the entrance to the to Nito's lair in the Tomb of Giants.
Huh. Okay.
And does he have this weird rock on a stick hammer?
Yeah, he very much has Grant. Yeah. I'm going to. Oh god, that image is awful. I was gonna drop the image of Grant in chat. I mean, I guess I'll do it anyway. But
Yeah, I was wondering how actually big this thing is.
It's Leroy with 2 E's.
Just send it.
Mm-hmm. I can't use it. It looks like nothing to me.
So I am just gonna go ahead into Ceramorris' sheet and replace the spell scroll with the spell itself. So I'll just do that.
I was in my sheet when you were doing things, so I gotta reload.
I didn't touch your sheet.
You
Why
gave me items.
Ceramorris get that?
Oh, right, I did.
Ooh.
There we go. Alright. Miracle, Way of White Corona. Cast time, 1 action or 1 bonus action. You conjure a thin disc of energy and hurl it. I don't need to explain it to you. You've seen it. But it is an action or a bonus action. And
That's
there's
fancy.
no rules about 1 spell per turn.
Yup.
Ugh. Fucking sonic boom up in this bitch.
Yep.
Leroy armor is dope looking.
What's that?
I just pulled up Paladin Leroy. His armor is cool.
Okay.
And this hammer's 2-handed. I don't really see he has a shield with it. Do you want the hammer too?
I mean, I'm just a girl who can't say no. Cool.
Thanks, Big Papa Weigard.
So you will need to rest at a bonfire in order to attune the spell. But you know, you'll get there.
Hopefully, without dying.
Yeah, right.
I mean, you can always backtrack.
We hope.
I mean, there's no way else forward, is there? Like, now that we've seen?
I mean, there's the
we
rest
go
of the
up.
Temple of White. Yeah.
I guess, are there the soldiers of the Way of White? Are there other locations we're going to run into them?
You should not concern yourselves with them.
I mean, last time
they are beyond thought.
They're concerning themselves with us and are a problem.
I mean, only a little bit of a problem.
But we're on their team now, right? That should be done.
They may recognize you as such.
That doesn't give me a lot of confidence saying they might recognize.
Yeah, sounds like there's a unsaid they may not. Fantastic. Well, this has been illuminating. Lots more questions than answers, but some answers, so okay.
If the person who sent us for information needs more information, are we allowed to speak with you again?
Certainly. I expect you to return at length. I don't think that's the right phrase. Repeatedly.
Then a slightly unrelated question, though sort of related. Have you reached the fullness of your depth? Or
I
would
cannot
you know?
devour myself, if that's what you're asking. I have reached the fullness of many others' depths.
You have.
Is there a bonfire somewhere in this temple that we might rest at? It has been an arduous journey to make it here through your congregation.
The light of the first flame does not illuminate this temple.
Fantastic.
There will come a time when the light of the first flame illuminates nothing. I hope you reach the fullness of your depth before that.
Is that soon?
A timeline was not revealed to me. And for those of us who are immortal, soon is relative.
Yeah, that's certainly true.
I wish you luck and safe travels. Please do not hesitate to bring me souls. And he's just got this, like, slightly creepy grin.
Behind the horrible bloodstain.
Exactly, yeah.
So, dramatically more creepy when you factor that in.
Yeah.
Well, I think we have the information we came for. I'm good to leave.
Yeah, we should go back to, what's her name?
Chronicler.
The Chronicler.
Right.
We should get you a notebook.
I've been absent-minded twice now.
Yeah, you seem very absent-minded lately.
What's your int at now?
8.
Oh, okay.
It's only once at -1 every time, but
Right. I
You
was
still have
I was just
language.
wondering if you started at like 8 or 9 and now you're at 6 or 7.
How much do you need to have a language?
6, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, still good for a little while.
Yeah, and I mean, there's always purging stones.
Oh
She
yeah, I need
only
to get one of
has
those.
so many.
Yeah, gotta find those.
Yep. Maybe find another
So-
vendor. Some way. Anyway, so would you like to head back to Firelink?
I think so.
Yeah.
Do we
And
want to just like meander around the temple for a little bit to see if there's anything else in here? I don't know, maybe another vendor?
Or around the outside of the temple to see if there's any bonfires
No.
around there.
Because there are stairs going up the temple.
Mhm.
We
That
went.
too.
We just went in.
I'm sure it couldn't hurt, right?
Oh, it definitely could.
Yeah, I know.
But
Is there anything inside of your temple here that can also help us with our task, with our purpose as tools? Any, purveyors of items?
No, it is simply me and my attendants.
Well, I guess that answers that question. Just go back to Firelink then.
yeah,
So at me and my attendants, the attendant that brought you Grant and the miracle, just kind of like sidles up to him, and like he's like a full-grown man, but this is the first time that you realize that Aldrich is kind of towering over him, and
Mhm.
it's not really clear why, because he doesn't look much taller than. It's this weird perspective thing. Like, you're looking at him eye to eye, he's about your height, but then when a full-grown man walks next to him, that man looks tiny. It's like that optical illusion, like the room where you shrink.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
The room goes downhill towards his end of it.
That's usually the trick. But like, there's a full-grown man who is now standing next to him, but he reaches over and just like very creepily like pets the guy on the head, and just
yeah, that's enough for me.
You're
I'm
real-
just getting
You're a real deacon of the deep. Thank you.
and you do get not a deacon of the deep. You do get you do just catch the attendant's name, which is Royce. As you all nope out of there. So did you want to wander the temple, go up top, head back to Firelink, wander around the outside? What did you want to do?
I think just
Well, if
back
he says-
to
If
Yeah,
there's
but-
nothing else in the temple, then wandering around in the temple doesn't seem too helpful.
My vote was
But-
just to wander around it to see if there's a bonfire, but if he said that they don't make their way this way, then maybe there's not any on the outside.
Probably, yeah.
Is it worth a look?
We could do it once around just to make sure, but
Not go too far.
yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. So if you if you try to go around the temple on the ground, you'll find that it is not possible, because as you get to the sides of it, just past the stairs is basically just a cliff face. Just the mountain drops off into nothing and clouds. If you were to just go up the stairs and go on to the first level of the ziggurat, or at any point of the ziggurat, you could make your way all the way around, and you can see that the back stairs end well above that cliff. If you were to step off the last stair, you would fall.
This ain't supposed to be here.
What is this thing attached to? Or
I mean-
built on?
2/3 of it is like sitting on solid rock.
Oh, okay.
It's just the back third that's hanging.
Gotcha. When you first described it, I thought you meant you came from that front face, and like the second you hit corner, it was just nothingness.
Oh no.
That's why I was like, "What the fuck is this all sitting on?"
Yeah. No, it's just balanced on the front tip.
Yeah, like the front 16th is sitting on ground, and then everything else is just space.
Yeah. No.
Like the ant's house in Lemony Snicket's, where it's just support beams and fuck else.
Hey, thanks for the resub, Leody. Welcome back for 43 months.
Is that fast, Leody?
I mean, no longer fast, Leody.
This is, yeah. This is true.
Oh, he finally
slowing
slowed
down after 43 months.
Time catches up with always.
But yeah, I think that I'm pretty sure that's our longest. I think that's our longest. So, yeah. But yeah, so the front 2/3 of it are solidly on the ground. It's just past the side stairs that it's hanging.
Gotcha.
So how high up did these stairs go?
All the way to the top.
Like to the roof of the ziggurat?
Yeah.
Oh, what's up there?
So up there is a roughly 30-foot square, essentially flat platform with a mosaic tile floor in the same shape as the symbol that was in the shrine that you met. This circle with small emanations on it. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Ooh.
It's a very pretty mosaic.
Bunch of bupkis in the useful department, though, so I guess back to Firelink.
All right.
In the world map of this whole location,
yep.
Does this seem to be like where things stop? Or is there any sort of trail or path beyond this ziggurat? Or does everything kind of just lead to this and fuck else?
It kind of just leads to this, and yeah.
Okay.
You would basically need to climb down the face of a mountain to get anywhere from here.
Okay.
Yep. And you may notice a new addition to the world map. I'm going to drag everyone over. I notice a few people have already made their way over there. Oh god, it's so zoomed out. Oh, that is the wrong monitor. Let's fix that. Okay, that was fun. Yeah, it's very zoomed out, so let's zoom in. So you may notice a new addition, which is the name of the Valley of Ash, as well as a dotted trail running south from the bridge. Those are the changes, because I'm updating the map as you learn new things about it.
Yeah.
Neato.
No, that
And
guy's
we
not
learned,
here.
and we learned if you make the noise stop, we can go to the Valley of Ash
That's a lot of guys.
Yeah.
by taking Brick's elevator.
Bricks.
Yeah.
It's Bricks. Yeah, his name is Brick now.
Yeah,
Brick.
short for Broderick. We went over this in the last episode.
Yeah.
Okay. So the one thing I did forget to do was that the path from Firelink to the Temple of White should be Ep.5 because you've traveled that way. Also, did I un-Ep.5 the way from
Yes.
I sure did. How did I do that?
Yep.
How did I? Oh,
Very
okay.
carefully.
I
You're
guess.
talented.
Sure. So head back to Firelink Shrine. Essentially the way you came, just head immediately downstairs, make your way across the lower
Yeah.
level. Okay.
Not trying to find my way through a wall of soldiers and
sure?
zombies.
You sure?
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty sure.
All right, cool.
We don't have the AoE for that.
I
I
mean,
can come back for that later.
Ceramorris might, but Ceramorris can't
Yes,
cast it
the
yet.
wrest is a bonfire first.
Yep. All right. So you make your way past Broderick, who is just happy to see you and also happy to see you go. Just like, hi. Okay, bye.
Okay, see you later.
Bye, Brick.
But like, as soon as you leave, he just goes back to just holding his head like, oh my god, I have a skull-splitting headache. Just anything to distract him from the noise.
Poor giant man.
If I accomplish anything, it's to get that man some relief.
So maybe we don't stop the noise. Maybe we just get him earplugs.
Yeah, but about earplugs.
Yeah.
Alright.
Just make him a big old set of earmuffs.
So you make your way successfully back to Firelink Shrine.
Hooray!
Fucking love this music.
Mm-hmm.
Time to fucking level up.
And that was a very nice transition from one to the other.
Yeah, it really was. Like, for a
Yeah.
second, I actually thought that the song didn't change because the
Mhm.
transition was so subtle. Actually, are they both playing?
I think they
They
are.
sure
they
are.
Whoops.
Yeah, it's fine. I fix it. That's why.
Is it?
I just turned it off.
It wasn't listing both songs though.
It was.
It did.
Okay.
So
So
it's just too late.
so you all have, if I recall correctly, a metric assload of souls.
Yeah.
Incredible.
I think it's an Imperial ass load.
That's smaller.
Fucking no.
I mean,
It is either larger or smaller. Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
So an imperial ton is less than a metric. No, it's bigger than a metric ton.
We don't have to. It's okay.
Thanks, Beck. Thanks for saving me from that. All right. What would you like to purchase? Would anybody like to purchase a lesser undead bone shard?
I owe the party a purging stone. That was the deal, so I'm gonna get a purging stone.
Okay. Feel free to do a purchase.
I did a purchase.
Only 3 left.
Yeah.
Mm.
Hopefully we won't need it for a minute or 5.
For 5.
Oh, that's a fun miracle.
Karmic Justice.
Lightning blade.
Okay. Yeah.
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 That's going to become real good after somebody gets extra attack.
Yeah.
Somebody.
I'm gonna spend 1,400 souls on a level.
Damn.
Wait.
Wow.
You
I
are-
just got level 3 and you're already getting to 4? Fuck out of here.
Wow. DM, can I ask for a little bit of clarification on something?
Sure.
Pyromancy power within. I realize that it's 10,000 souls, so it's not something I'm getting anytime soon.
Mm-hmm.
Choose a number of position. You will love this
Oh,
position
God.
immediately.
That's a typo. That's a typo. Yeah, you lose position.
Oh, okay.
Lose position.
You will love this position.
Yeah. I'm just
You will
gonna.
lose this position immediately as well as the start of each of your turns. You then gain a bonus to your AC. Oh, okay.
That's a hell of a cost, shit.
Yeah. Especially if combat ends before the spell ends,
Oh,
and you lose your temp position.
that's just mean.
I mean, that's how the spell works in the video game. It just it kills you. You cannot dismiss it.
Yeah.
I think it does like 3% of your health per second for a minute in the video game. So it ends up doing 180% of your max HP over the course of a minute.
I think I'm also gonna get Karmic Justice.
Alright.
My hit points goes up by 3. Because
Must be
I'm
fucking
leveled up.
nice.
I'm also going to level up.
Now, how poor am I?
I'm a level.
Everybody's leveling up with me. What the hell?
I'm a level.
I don't have enough to level, but I kind of just want to dump souls so I don't lose them.
I mean, that is generally advisable, yeah. Oh god, you're so close too.
I don't know if mine went correctly.
Oh,
Ability score.
what's up?
I bought 2 things, right? The Purging Stone and Karmic Justice.
Yeah.
Okay, I started with 1,952 and now I'm down to 68.
You have 68 platinum. It converted it for
Oh.
you. Yeah. So you should have 680 gold.
Got it.
Yeah,
Got it.
I'm a little annoyed at how it converts it, but yeah.
I'll see.
When I increase my ability score, do I need to do that manually, or does it do it through the thingy?
You will have to do it manually.
Okay.
I don't think I actually built the class feature to do anything.
Just making sure I didn't screw something up if I did it manually.
Yeah.
And if we want to put souls into part of our level,
You can buy experience points 1 for 1.
great. And we just do that in the inventory area. It's
No,
at the
you just
top. It's
basically
the
put them
top.
into the
Yeah,
experience.
at the top
yeah.
right.
I'll see.
Yep.
I totally knew what was going on.
Yeah.
I am also very good at math and don't need my calculator on my phone.
If you select the whole thing and just do a plus or a minus, it'll do the math for you.
Well,
Just delete what's in there, and
you just click plus whatever you want.
yeah. So if you just blank out the whole field, just like plus 680 or whatever, it'll add it to whatever was already.
Wow. Cute. Okay.
Very fucking useful.
And then you just have to,
Yep.
get rid of your
You know
souls.
what? I'm
We can
actually
long
gonna,
rest
I
now
was
too,
gonna
right?
put all of them in
Yes,
there.
you can long rest, having rested at the Bone Fiere. I need to replace the spell scroll of Miracle Karmic Justice with the actual spell, because that's a thing. If you'd like to close your character sheet so it doesn't bork.
Boop.
And then
Also,
just delete that.
but someone I like having the life ring, but I feel like it could be more beneficial on someone who has lower life.
What it do again?
+2
Plus
base
2.
position.
Which is good for you, so you can heal more.
Yeah, I feel like either me or Loren. I imagine we're the two at the lowest position.
Yeah, fucking probably.
You know, since I'm just giving everything to Ceramorris this session, let's just keep doing that.
Yum. I'm just a girl who can't say no. Great, thanks.
I think you have to manually update
Mm-hmm.
your max HP.
Yeah, I have to
I
reduce
see.
mine.
Cool. Thanks.
An interesting something that I should point out. I have updated the temporary position macro. You'll find you'll find that it's no longer on your macros bar. But if you click the folder at the very left of the macros bar, it'll open the macros directory. And there are now macros for temporary position and hollowing save. They've got icons. Also, I control them, so I can update it, and it'll update for everybody. So if I need to make updates to how they behave, I can do that. Yeah.
Where is this? Sorry.
At the left end of the macros bar at the bottom of the screen, there's a little folder icon.
I see. Mm-hmm.
And then you can just drag those macros onto your bar.
Thanks, Game Master.
And incidentally, I can see any macro that you create. So don't go making dumb shit.
Aww.
No
Well,
promises.
now I fucking want to make dumb shit.
Anyway, anyone else have any more business to do at Firelink Shrine? Maybe talk to the chronicler?
I got 18 dexterity.
That's a lot of dexterity.
Yeah.
18
Fucking
strong.
nice.
That's so average. God.
How many stonks you got now, Jordan?
I got 18 strong.
Must be nice.
Stronks.
God.
Someday.
I am rushing to 20 strength as fast as I can because that means me hit big hard.
Jesus Christ.
Lots of attack. Me hit big hard.
Yeah. I do feel like casters are at a bit of a disadvantage because they have to spend souls on spells. But I guess technically anyone could buy the spell, so it's like, hey guys, I'm really far behind. Can someone else buy the spell for me so I can catch up?
This is true.
Because items you can trade. It just has to be one person buying it entirely.
What level is everybody at this point? Jordan and I are at 4.
I think everyone else is 3.
Yeah.
But also, everyone has, like, 2,000 XP. Actually, no, Ceramorris only has 1,600.
I had to, buy the Purging Stone
Mm-hmm.
as per our agreement last time, so your healer's gonna be underleveled. Yay!
We'll make it up.
You're only a hair behind me, so.
I want to
600
sound more
something's more than a
desperate.
hair.
Yeah, let me also sound desperate so that people will do things for me. Thank you.
Sure.
You're gonna need
Yes.
so many cheer spos and take 20s. Oh my
Please
goodness.
help!
You've gotten so much hit today already, goddamn.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah, but more though.
For the benefit of the team. Anyway.
But yeah, you should be able to, when you attack with Grant, it should use your Wisdom modifier instead of your Strength modifier.
Shall I do a quick little test of that?
Sure, why not? Duh!
That's
Oh
a lot.
my god.
That's a very long...
That's a bit of a boop-a-doo.
Yeah, that's Wiz.
Plus deuce, plus deuce.
All right.
20 hit.
Generally. Yeah, I'm gonna get that.
Parry that.
All right. What the fuck is your AC?
No, I can't do that.
Oh, Jesus. You have like 15 when you're not bloodied, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Even if you were bloodied, you couldn't parry that.
No, I
Get the
couldn't.
fuck out of here.
I'll do a
Not
15
I
more.
just wanted to see your reaction.
Well, you saw it. All right. So, at some point in your time at the Firelink Shrine, various denizens would speak to you. Obviously, you're talking to the Shrine Handmaid to purchase her wares. The Firekeeper would welcome Ashen Ones as soon as you enter. And the Chronicler just kind of, like, anxiously taps her pen to her book, waiting for you to approach or say something.
I'm definitely gonna go up to her and like relay all the information to her. Unless she asked specifically Loren to do it, then I'll let him do it. I don't remember if she specifically asked him.
No, Loren's agreement was to bring Regent Souls.
Okay.
The
okay.
overall agreement was bring me information.
Gotcha.
So you, Grayson, will do your best to relay what you've been told by Archdeacon Aldrich.
Yes.
Fucking mouthful.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I
Archdeacon
will-
Aldrich.
Yeah.
I will explain that. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. You make time for my bullshit. Go ahead.
The reason I stumbled over it is because before the session, I couldn't decide whether to pronounce it Archdeacon or Archdeacon.
Mm.
And I last second decided to go with Archdeacon, but then just swap instead of like changing one, I swapped the two and it came out Archdeacon. Or Archdeacon, I think I said. I don't know. Whatever.
He's the Archdeacon Aldrich.
Yeah. Just all hard C's. Fuck
Yeah,
it.
all heart sees now. I will explain to her that he said that that there was something about somebody reaching their fullness, and that he was guided by Velka, to consume those that reach their fullness, and I do mean consume because he's covered in blood, yada yada. He didn't make it sound like it was a thing that only he could do. He kind of gave us the ability to bring him souls. So there you go.
Well, that's good news. That's good news.
He explicitly said that he waits for humans to reach their depth.
Right.
Fullness of their depth.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That mean anything to you?
No, absolutely nothing. Other than that, he's entirely insane. And to think he's the next Lord of Cinders. Well.
Well, he also said he had a vision of the flame going out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a common prophecy. It's called the Age of Dark. It's not something I like to dwell on.
What's it? There's a thing I've heard a few times. Lord of Cinder. What is this?
I think she told us already.
I think she did.
Okay.
To refresh, or she tells you for the first time, unclear, I can't remember which, but Lords of Cinder are powerful undead who are called to link the flame, is how it's described. Basically, offering yourself as kindling for the first flame, the light that illuminates the world.
So he was someone that was supposed to have done that at some point, or he's...
No, the Way of White has apparently chosen him to be the next Lord of Cinder, as if that's something they get to choose.
He didn't seem to have any interest in the first flame whatsoever.
Yeah, that's why I think it's kind of ironic.
Okay. You seem very knowledgeable.
Well, thank you.
Where can we find him in Anvil?
Well, a surefire bet would be the Foundry.
Okay.
The beating heart that belches fire at the base of Lordran. But to get there, you'd have to... Well, you'd have to go through the Valley of Ash and through the Burning Forest.
There's
All
not
of that
just...
sounds very unpleasant.
Yeah.
Sounds hot.
There's a reason the forest is burning. It's because the Foundry is belching fire.
There's not just like a small town nearby that maybe had a blacksmith shop in it or something. Like that's the only anvil that ever existed. It's in the Foundry.
Oh, I just said that would be your best bet.
Okay.
That would be your surest bet. Certainly
Fair.
there are anvils in the Foundry. I can't say I've seen another anvil in my time here.
Thank you. Anyways, thank you.
And I am going to go ahead and expand your view on the world map. So let me drag y'all over to the world map. There goes the fire link. And hilariously, I prepared for a number of expansions to your vision. Did not prepare for this one, hilariously. So...
Always
Remember-
exceed your expectations.
Yeah.
Remember earlier when you said you were almost prepared for what we might do? We're not going to do any of those things.
Right. We'll see.
Yeah,
I'm
Bob,
ready
come-
for the things that you might do, just not the information that you might gain.
So I get a bunch of ropes together, and we're going to rappel down to the Painted Swamp.
Oh, okay, cool.
Mhm. Oh.
That's a polygon.
Deleting
Whoa.
walls.
Oh,
Neat.
The Burning Forest and the Foundry.
That place looks like it sucks.
Valley of
Yeah.
Ash makes more sense now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that probably used to be the Burning Forest.
Why didn't they just call it the Burned Forest?
Because there's no forest anymore. It's just a valley.
Oh,
Like, I feel like a burned forest, there'd still be like charred stumps.
There would
But
still
that's
be a
just
forest of some form. Yeah.
I mean, there might be. We haven't been there.
Fucking Lordran warming, I swear.
Speaking of Lordran,
Mm-hmm.
how do we get there?
Yeah. So I'm gonna bring you back to Firelink so we can get the Firelink music back. Feel free to go back to the world map. I just needed to drag stream over. Actually, I can do that like on an individual basis, so I didn't actually have to drag you guys, but whatever. Can you guys get to Firelink Shrine normally? Or do I have to pull you there?
No, that tab went away.
Got it, okay.
You,
The only
Trying to
tabs I
decide
ever
if I
see are
I'm trying to decide if I want to keep it that way.
the only tabs I ever see are landing and world map.
Got it, okay.
And the one we're in.
Right. Okay. So I promised an exchange of information. You expressed interest in Lordran, and I promised to tell you how to get there. Well, I know of several ways. None of them easy. Well, technically, I know 2 ways to get in, and there's 3 ways to get to one of those ways. So the first is the Foundry. It is the flaming underbelly of Lordran. Presumably, there's still a passage up into the city proper. The other is the rusted elevator. Should still function. To get there, you have to go through the Tainted Swamp. To get there, I know of 3 ways. There are a series of tunnels. Hey, we got a cheer from Brent. For Mike, as I feel bad he doesn't have a beard.
Okay. I don't know how to take that.
you add it to the spreadsheet.
Like, it's on purpose. Like,
Yeah, but your face is cold, so like... Alright.
I'm fine. I'm so confused.
Such uncalled for savagery.
Is that savagery? Like, what? This is intentional. Like, what the? The fuck? I'm so. Guys.
Thanks, Brent, for the cheer and for the unprompted roasting.
I mean, how is it you put it in? I get a 5 o'clock shadow on Thursday.
Yeah. It legit takes me about 2 months to get back to beard after shaving, so I don't do that. My beard
can't
grows
stand-
so slow.
I can't stand that shit. Shaved off every week.
It takes me about 2 minutes.
So you got that 902 shadow.
So there are 3 ways to get to the Tainted Swamp that the Chronicler knows of. There are a series of passages underneath where you first awakened.
I already hate this one.
At the
For a lot of
bottom,
reasons.
at the bottom of these likely flooded tunnels
Yeah, they were pretty full.
is a cave that opens into the Tainted Swamp. The second way is down the Valley of Ash. If you follow the valley all the way to the south, you can get around the mountains and make your way up into the swamp, but you may find that difficult due to Dragon Watch the gate at the end. Now I need
Is
to
that a
look up-
gate meant to
Well,
stop a dragon?
Yes.
Well,
Are
They
they
are.
aware-
They are. They are well armed.
Are they aware that dragons can fly?
I would imagine so. You'll have to take that up with Watch King Valdar.
Well, we'd have to get down to the Valley of the Ash through the elevator, but we can't do that when there's an army on the bridge.
That would pose a problem.
Yeah.
If you can find another way down into the valley, then that might be tenable.
And then what's the third way?
The third way that I know of, the graveyard that you were once interred in, the one that collapsed into that tavern, at the far end of it, the aqueduct ends. The whole thing's flooded, which I presume is why your graves collapsed. But if you were to climb up onto that aqueduct and follow it to its source, you can take the shimmering path down into the Tainted Swamp.
Shimmering in what way exactly?
I've never been there personally, so something about statues made of crystal.
Fancy.
That sounds nice.
And how would we... Is this aqueduct meant to be climbed? Cool. So a whole lot of very horrible options. Wonderful.
If you go back to the world map, shit, I can't have... No, I can. I'm pulling you back, but then I'm going to manually start the music.
I thought you said if you put stream. Okay.
I need stream over on the world map so that I can show stream the map.
Fuck
Okay.
stream.
Could you
so
not keep yourself in Firelink?
The stream is what's hearing the music.
Not stream, I mean DM. DM Ian.
So that's true, I could do that. I'd have to drag you all to the world map manually, like one by one. That would be...
Or just say, hey, go to the world map.
Yeah, couldn't we switch ourselves?
I came up with a solution and it works.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and delete a wall on the world map, and you guys are going to see a bunch more shit.
Hey,
Damn!
Oh,
That's a far.
God, that really is the long goddamn way around, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
These mountains are fucking crap.
Also, hilariously, I think the D in Dragon Watch is cut off. Not because the wall occludes it, but because there's a wall in the way. So let me... Just gonna go ahead and fix that right quick so you can see all the letters.
I love Dragon Watch though.
There we go. Beautiful.
Oh, Dragon Watch. Okay.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah, that's a different thing. All right.
Yeah, Dragon Watch was that show in the 80s, 70s. I don't know.
What? What?
Nothing.
Okay.
I think Bay got it. So, for very unpleasant decisions or choices.
I mean, really, it's
Well-
3, because 2 of them involve getting down to the Valley of Ash.
Yeah.
Well, sure, but go
We
north
need
from
to-
there or go south from there.
Yeah.
We need to get Broderick some help before we take that elevator.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you. Well, we've got 2 reasons to want to go to the foundry. If we want to get this guy his anvil, make him stop freaking out. What that requires,
I could probably do some really good work with it too.
assuming he is still sane. And I don't know about you, but grabbing a sword by the blade doesn't scream all there to me.
Or looking for an anvil in a burlap sack.
An empty burlap sack.
Could have been one of those potato anvils. You don't know.
Pocket-sized anvil.
Yeah. It's like a portable safe.
Yeah. Pink. Pink.
Good for making
Sorry.
forks, nothing else.
What you thinking?
So the aqueducts, we might be able to use similar tactics to what we just employed on the bridge.
I see. Well, yeah, certainly a possibility. But then it's a matter of figuring out how to get up there.
Yeah. So it was go back to the graves, aqueducts, go around to the swamp. Go back to our graves, take the pool water to the swamp.
Mm-hmm.
I do have unfinished business with that Hydra down there.
Yeah.
The what?
Yeah, I think it's got unfinished business with us as well.
Make a
Valley
pit
of-
stop on the way by.
Oh, you
Valley
saw
of
it.
Ashen.
Ceramorris did see it. That's what he.
Yeah,
what they died
Ceramorris
to.
died.
Yeah, sorry. I don't remember that. You know, when I hit my head and had to die and hollowed.
In the sewers beneath the tavern,
Mm-hmm.
there was
My
that middle
favorite
path.
place we visited so far.
Exactly.
Mhm.
That middle path that was it Grayson died in?
No.
That middle path that Grayson died in.
Mhm.
When you get to the end, there's a door. You open the door, big room, lots of serpentine heads. They spat acid,
Just
poison.
globules of water that exploded.
That
Oh,
In the
yeah, it's all
In
coming back to me now.
in that sewer, there was another
Mhm.
a hallway to the right
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
that
That
wasn't
you
directly
noped
in
out
Hydra's
of.
mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
had nothing more to do in there.
Yeah,
But
down the right
that-
sluice, we couldn't get through the gate, but there was a hallway off to the side.
Was there a similar hallway on the left side?
Nope.
No.
Okay, so that's a potential.
But if we bank on that and go down to that hallway on the right, and it's just a small room, we're stuck in that room. I mean, I suppose we could shimmy our way back up the sluice, but
We've done
Yeah.
it before. It's
Yeah.
wildly unpleasant, but we're not stuck at least. I know we need our homeward bones.
yeah.
Oh wait, where's our dark sign? We could use that.
I forgot it was what it was called in Dark Souls 3.
Isn't it dark sign?
Is it?
What was that?
The item that lets you just kill yourself and go back to the last bonfire.
Oh, it doesn't
Is it?
kill you. It just deletes your souls and
It just
teleports you
deletes
back.
your souls, right? Yeah.
But yeah, dark sign.
Yeah, it is Dark Sign. Okay. Yeah, you ain't got one of those.
Bummer. So that I think would be the way to go, just to see what that might lead to.
Okay.
Because without stopping the bullshit on the bridge, I don't know that we can get down to the Valley of Ash, and don't have no way to get up on top of the aqueduct at the moment.
I mean, it depends on how climbable it might actually be. She
So-
doesn't know, but she might not have ever left this area, so who knows?
Yeah, it may not be that big of issue to get up there.
Certainly a possibility.
Do we want to try it for want of keeping out of the shit?
I would like that.
Hmm.
I do like staying out of shit. So yeah, let's head to the aqueduct.
Weigard, Oswin?
Yeah.
If there's going to be any sort of climb, how are we doing on, like, rope?
I don't have any.
I would love some, thanks.
How much does rope go for?
100.
I think it's 100 souls.
Because I had like 136, I think, left over after leveling. So I'm happy to throw in on some rope.
I'm gonna
I've
buy
got-
some rope.
Sorry, I have 122.
I've got 60 feet of rope.
Oswin, didn't you buy some before?
I was thinking about it, but I haven't.
Okay.
I can get some now though.
So Loren, it was just you that bought rope once before?
Seems that way.
I now have rope.
Go in on some rope with you.
Just in case some people have a little bit of difficulty with climbing.
GM, can you be active in my scene, please?
Yeah, I tried buying
Thank you.
some also.
Sorry about that. I forgot about that. Okay, so that actually makes me feel better. So the one reason that I didn't give you permissions to just go to Firelink anytime you want was to prevent you from just buying shit willy-nilly. But if I'm not there, you can't buy shit. So.
I also can't open the shop, so that's fun.
Because someone else edited it while you had it open?
I don't know.
I don't know what's wrong with it. I don't know why that's happening.
You double click the lady?
I don't have money or souls, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay, cool.
But still, in the future, if it's an issue, it's an issue.
Might just take a refresh.
Yeah, usually you just refresh, goes away.
Boop. Oh, bye music.
I would like to murder the shopkeep and steal all of her PP coin.
There it is. Wow, that was really easy.
He does have a lot of those.
Does she have a lot? Yeah,
It's 360 PP coin.
I see 350.
Yeah.
He was
There it is.
rounding poorly.
Okay. Yeah.
I just didn't have it open. I was trying to remember what it was.
Got it.
Okay, so we're gonna go to the graveyard and attempt to find the aqueducts.
Alrighty. So,
I imagine finding them is pretty easy, but finding the way up is the difficult part.
Right.
Yep. That is accurate. Just trying to... Sir? There we go. Trying to debug a thing. What the hell is going on here? Why can't I? This is obnoxious. Okay, I need to fix something real quick on this scene. Fuck. There's this really annoying bug with, oh, that's great. With animated tiles, where if I pause it once, anytime I come back to the scene, it will be paused. It's
Gross.
really annoying. So I'm making a new fucking tile that has never been paused.
I just noticed that the icon for the bonfire has human bones in it.
Neat.
Shit.
Neat. Okay. Alright.
No, that is not neat. That is
All right.
borderline neato.
I am. I finished debugging, so I'm gonna bring you over to this here scene.
Dude.
So, as you get to this graveyard, the first thing that you notice is that immediately to your right, as you approach from the north of this map, to your right is just this big fuck off hole in the ground, and in that hole you can see the tavern where you first awoke.
Oh, that's
I had to Photoshop that in there.
No, and actually, like it's recognizable as the tavern. I can honestly see it.
That's cool.
Yeah. Is there a map warp there that we can just jump down into it?
I don't think so. No, I didn't set anything up.
Just like that's the table that we woke up at.
Yeah.
And down there's where the butcher was.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then up here is where the people were that shot me a bunch.
Assholes.
Yeah. So there's a thing. So as you overlook this graveyard, you find that it is, the way that you would expect to find a graveyard. It's full of graves. It's full of random bones strewn all over the place. It's full. It's it's full of skeletons standing around with their entire body kind of intertwined with a wooden spiked wheel.
Oh, fuck. Crap balls.
All these skeletons.
And at the far end of the graveyard, at the cliff, you can see a goddamn waterfall pouring off of the end of what is left of the aqueduct.
That's fucking pretty as shit.
I love animated tiles.
That's pretty fucking neat. Ooh.
Did you seize an item?
I did seize an item. I
I
assume it's
see
an
a
item.
I
I
see
see
2.
3.
Oh, you see a
That's-
third?
Where's the third one? There it is.
This one way at the very bottom.
Yep.
Ah,
Mm.
there's
that's-
Way down there.
2,
That's not what I saw.
3, and 4.
What did you saw?
I see something's highlighting over here.
Oh, that's cute.
I don't know what it is.
Interesting.
Oh, that's a bad. I bet that's a bad guy. Oh no. I hope it's a scene transition.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
The grid looks all wonky there too.
Wait, what? Why is
Yes.
the grid wonky?
And suddenly 4 squares, and not just a single square.
Well, and then
Oh,
like
yeah.
if you,
I saw a circle.
I see nothing.
Okay.
I see sadness in my future.
So these skeletons.
These skeletons.
Major props to the person who makes these actual maps.
Yes, thank you so much, Dark Signs. So this is
So
from the
good.
Dark Signs Patreon. Those of you who have played Dark Souls 1 may recognize this as the cemetery on the way to the catacombs.
So
We're
cool.
just dead then. We're way too early to come in here.
So what would you like to do? Incidentally, these skeletons with the wheels are aware of you.
Oh.
And here I have art.
Like actively hostily aware, or just kind of just looking at us
They're
like,
standing
hey,
they're standing there like just like that, but like looking at you.
got it.
What's the cliff height like over here?
That's about 20 feet.
Okay.
And then
I mean,
and then
I am
just sort of
a
ramps
fan
down.
of this position right here.
Yeah, me too.
So the goal is charge them, and then
Oh.
the ranged people stay up here.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Should we just roll initiative?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, cool.
Oh, God.
So let me make bad guys.
I mean, did you have a social encounter planned here, Ian?
I mean, I did, but if you want to just did I come up with an initiative DC for these guys, or rather, not come up with, but look up? I did not. So let me look up the initiative DC for these guys.
5.
In the meantime, feel free to roll initiative.
That's not gonna be enough.
Oh. Crap.
Grayson.
Yeah.
I'm control Fing the PDF for Bone Wheel. Dear God, man. This PDF is so unoptimized.
Uh-huh.
I probably could have gotten up and grabbed the book and found it faster than this.
Yeah, the number of times
Yeah.
that I've scrolled down to a page and it wasn't loaded yet, and I have to sit and wait for it.
Jesus fucking Christ. This PDF is so slow.
This PDF sucks.
Sure.
I want to Google AC of a bone wheel so bad.
Hey, look, bone wheel skeleton.
That'll get you put on somebody's list.
All right.
Yeah.
It is Twerv.
Yeah, but that means I win or it wins?
You win. It is a DC, so yeah, so I should actually just set it to 11.99. There we go.
Now we all got decimals. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow,
Yay.
interesting. Okay, so everyone but Weigard, go ahead and roll your temp position. Also, you guys are just like jammed up at the edge of the map, and that's definitely not going to cause any problems.
It's probably fine.
Probably fine. So
Uh,
you will notice that it is no longer adding the two numbers together. I'm going to update the macro with a few more improvements. And I needed your temp max to just be the temporary maximum. But now that you have health bars, it should, in theory, be a little. It should be clear when you're bloodied, which was our main concern.
does it change a color when it's below half?
Yeah.
Oh,
It
sweet.
changes color the whole way.
Yeah, it
just
changes
spreads-
color the whole way. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it might just be a gradient, unfortunately, but
Mm.
I'm going to try to change that. I'm going to
Cool.
try to change that color. But yeah, in the meantime, I have made that one change. So.
Okay.
So as you all move to attack, the pile of bones over here starts whirling as if in the wind, but bones are a little heavier than leaves. Like they're whirling like leaves in like a little dust devil. But they very quickly right themselves and create fully fledged skeletons wielding sword and shield. So that's the thing.
Cool.
So yeah, it's all y'all's turn except Weigard. So what do you do? Also, I need music. We need music for this.
I'm gonna start shooting skeletons.
Shooting skeletons.
Shooting
Alright.
skeletons. I'm gonna shoot that one
Okay.
with my homing soul mace.
Okay.
For 11 force damage.
Pew. Sorry, which one was it?
The top
That
one.
one. Okay. All right. So you knock his head clean off. He's still standing, but he has no head.
That means he can't. That means he's blind. He's got disadvantage, or
Uh-huh.
and then follow up with soul arrow on it.
All right.
23 to hit.
Yeah, it's gonna hit. Yeah.
Wouldn't happen to be bloodied, would he?
He is bloodied. Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. 3 and then
Wow. So you need more int.
yeah. Well, that's what temp HP is for, or temporary position. I will boost that with 3 up to 6, so 9 force damage.
All right. This kills the skeleton.
Yeah.
Alrighty. What's everyone else doing?
I'm gonna try my new spell miracle thing.
All right.
Would it be able to actually hit from up here?
Yeah.
Cool. Then I'm gonna do that.
All right.
Distances are non-Euclidean.
Yep. They are not
Great.
Euclidean. Just understand that if someone is standing on the ground here, it's not going to get hit by the return because it does go up
Yeah.
to you.
Yeah, that would make
all right.
sense.
So at this time, I am going to make a Way of White Corona that you own. So you can make your own coronas. Corona.
OMJ.
I was gonna. Does that return at start of turn or end of turn?
Start of turn.
Okay. Though he will potentially need 2, right? Action, bonus action?
Yeah.
He can just drop them.
Yeah, he can just drop them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it is now an actor that you own. So if you go to the PCs folder, you'll see yourself and Way of White Corona, and you can just drag that onto the map.
Yeah. You have no available third level spell slots for which to cast Miracle.
Yeah, so you can ignore that. Uncheck the use a spell slot, and then keep the use available uses checked.
I just gave myself 1,000 first level spell
Did
slots.
Okay.
it.
That is also a possibility.
Under PCs. Yay.
Alright, so let's make a con save for this
Bam.
Bone Wheel Boy. That's a 9.
That's a fail somehow.
Mhm.
Cool. 19.
Oh yeah, he's just dead.
Great. I'm awesome.
Alright. And was that an action or a bonus action?
That was my action.
Okay.
That was in fact my bonus action, you're right. And therefore I will dash
Okay.
a little further down.
Alrighty.
Whee!
Oswin, Grayson?
Move and dash.
Okay. Keep in mind you guys can spend position to run further. That's a thing. That's okay. Alright.
Yeah, I use my whole turn to dash down the stairs as well.
Okay. Done?
Yeah.
Alrighty. It's the Bone Wheel Boys. So this guy hops, like literally like hopping into position, moves over to here, and then just pulls its limbs into the wheel and spins like a fucking cartoon, just spins in place and peels out through you.
Cool.
And I need to remember how this works. Immediately moves at speed in a straight line, does not provoke, moves through creatures. Cool. Can pass through spaces occupied by other creatures. Yep, when it does. I need each of you to make a dex save.
I'm going to use a cheer spell on this, please.
Alright. And also I realized that I put I put it in chat so you can actually just hit the dex save button. That's gonna fail, Ceramorris.
Yeah.
So on a failed save you take 12 damage and are knocked prone. 12 piercing damage and are knocked prone. On a successful save you take half. And are not knocked prone. And then
On a success, you take half?
yeah. And then this guy's going to go over here and then do the same thing. Just spin up, spin through. So Oswin and Grayson, that's going to be dex saves. So you can hit the dex save button. All right, those both save. Only 5 piercing damage. And then the Skeletons, who have finished putting themselves together.
Skelemons.
The Skelemons. Let me... Okay. So yeah, they're gonna swing their swords at Grayson. So let's make an attack.
Go for it.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna hit.
Surprisingly,
But what about a 15?
that's my AC.
Woo! Would you like to parry? Because that's a thing you could do.
I think I would, yeah.
Gonna spend your reaction and 1 position to increase your AC by 1.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Good deal.
Alright. Weigard. juicy.
Respectable. I am
Pretty
going to.
I am going to turn on some music. 'Cause it's like eerily quiet.
Spend a position to move
Not the most
here.
appropriate music, but that's okay. Okay.
I'm gonna attack.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that is a bad guy.
Bad guy. It's a skeleton. They don't seem to have any armor, just the big wheel.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yeah, I'll stick with the 14.
That hits.
Cool. 9 damage.
Alrighty. It is bloodied.
Okay. Then I'm gonna spend 3 position.
Okay. To do it
And again.
Alright.
I'm gonna spend a little bit here. How much do I spend here? Just to test the waters, I'm gonna spend 4 for a
Okay.
13.
You hit.
Cool.
Pushing
Thanks.
the bounds of AC.
For 13 damage.
It dies. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. We're back up to the top with Ceramorris, Oswin, Grayson, Loren.
I would like to swing a sword at Skeleman on the left.
Okay.
Because I could see that somebody was aiming for Skeleman on the right.
Sure.
Are you going to use...
Cinder Wrath.
Yeah. Let me do that first.
Okay.
So that it rolls in the juicy goodness. And I gotta use it on my sheet too, so that it technically uses up the use. For tax purposes.
I might be able to get that to automate.
It's fine, I don't mind doing it both ways. It's mostly just so it keeps up the charges so that I'm not...
Yeah, no, I mean, the macro reducing your charges by 1.
Oh, okay.
I might be able to update that.
Okay. I think a 20 hits.
Yeah, I think a 20 is gonna hit.
20 total.
Yeah.
Give me the damns button. She's got to scroll all the way up to fucking chat. 10.
Alrighty.
But then
Take
I'm
some
gonna
damage.
use another
Not
3 to go again.
resistant to anything.
Ooh, do I want to do that?
Do
you?
you what?
It takes me below my actual normal.
Hmm.
I'm not going to do that. I will take that, and then I will risk provoking to shuffle around
Okay.
this over here.
Yeah, he can do. He's not gonna swing.
Okay.
Weirdly, he does not go for the opportunity attack.
Huh. What does he have as a fun reaction that you don't want to use?
Maybe he's not capable of taking reactions. Maybe
Yeah, sure.
there's nothing going on in his brain because he don't have one.
Right, yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
I think Oswin probably just stabbed the wheel guy that just
Okay.
ran him over.
Alrighty.
14.
That'll hit.
Alright. And then oh yeah.
You're right there.
I can finish it off. You don't want to spend your position.
Yeah, I'd rather. I'm about to go below my normal max, so leave it
Okay.
there at 16.
It dies.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
I guess I won't do that.
A lot less healthy than I was thinking.
Anything else for Oswin? And
He'll take one step down.
Okay. And what are Ceramorris and Loren doing?
I'm going to shoot at this guy
Alrighty.
with a homie soul mass.
Alright.
for 12 force damage.
Woof. All right.
And shoot him again
Okay.
with Soul Arrow. 15 to hit,
15 will hit.
and he's not bloodied.
Not bloodied.
Okay. So not bloodied on 12.
So minimum of 25 hit points, maximum of infinity.
Yep. Great. I'll boost that by 6 for 14 force damage.
And he dies.
Hey! Wow.
Positive.
Fucking nailed that. Holy shit.
Yeah, he kind of did. A little bit.
That's me done.
All right. Ceramorris.
We're going to use my new hammer.
All righty.
Give it the
We'll
good bonk.
try. Give it a good bonk.
You have stuff.
Is that the item descriptions? Can you put like collapsible sections in there? Or
I'm going to
no?
look into that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because these legacy weapons are a little nutso.
And
Yeah.
just because I want to see what happens, I will cheer this just
Okay.
because I want to. And I still only get a 13 to hit.
Oh, this is not going to go well for you. So he uses his reaction for blade
Right.
turning.
Oh, of course.
I don't even need to roll because when an attacker hits the skeleton with a melee attack and the skeleton can see the attacker, they can roll 1d6 and add the number rolled to their AC against the triggering attack. You hit their AC, so if I roll a 1, it still turns into a miss. If this turns the attack into a miss, the skeleton can make one short sword attack against the attacker with advantage as part of the same reaction. If this attack hits, it is treated as a critical hit.
You just got riposted,
whatever.
motherfucker.
You got riposted. So I'm going to make it a short sword attack with advantage. 20?
Oh, no.
Oh, would you believe that hits?
Yeah. So that's a critical hit.
Crazy.
You take 10 piercing damage.
Okay.
That could have been worse.
It could have
Could've
been.
Now, how is he blade turning a big fuck off rock on a stick? There's no blade there to turn.
He just uses the shield as a ramp, just deflects the force to the side. It's fine. Who cares if he broke his humerus? He'll get another.
That's pretty humorous.
Oh, and this thing's gone.
Oh yeah, the corona returned to where Ceramorris was and hit nobody on the way.
Correct.
All right. Keep in mind those are not friendly.
Yep.
They will hit your allies.
I've
Oh
been
boy.
trying.
All right. Anything else from this group?
Yeah, I'll just bonus action. Heal myself.
All right.
That was a reaction for him to do that.
It was. Yeah.
Great.
That's +3 because your life giver is not being added.
Thank you for
Was that
reminding
something
me
you
of
had to do?
that.
Actually,
Does that only count towards healing other people?
I
Oh,
don't think so.
I don't.
I don't know.
Because there's another ability when you heal other people, you also get healing.
I
To
think,
restore whenever you use it to restore position to a creature.
Yeah, so that does count for you.
Yep.
Okay. So it is the skeleton's turn. He's the last enemy. Yeah, that's just him.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna risk it. It's gonna provoke from Grayson.
Fuck him up,
Biscuit.
Grayson.
Biscuit for the biscuit.
I want the
Biscuit
biscuit though.
For the biscuit.
Cut it.
God, well, a 20
Ooh.
fucking 5.
Yeah, it's gonna fucking hit. I can't
That's a
even
night. That's
parry
a
You
it.
crit on
19.
You crit on
I rolled
a
it.
19?
Yeah.
You
Is that
do
only
crit
when-
on a fucking 19. Oh, man.
I heckin' do, friend. So 22.
Yeah, he's fucking dead. God damn it.
Flat.
I'm just gonna grab him, stab my sword into his ribcage, and just pull him back like, I'm not done.
Blade turn this asshole.
Alright. So I did not write the end combat macro. So if anyone is above their normal maximum, revert to your normal maximum. If go ahead and empty out your temp max HP field, and let me award you some souls. Oh, I forgot. I have to select you all, which is another thing that I need to update.
That's right, you dole them out now, so I don't need to have that.
Womp.
Ooh,
240 GP coins. It actually
That
just
was
says
a lot.
GP. It doesn't say GP coins.
230.
230. Yeah, you guys got through that encounter relatively unscathed. You used a few spells. I think everyone ended at max HP because Ceramorris healed himself.
Yep.
All right.
Yay,
Um,
healing.
So we'll continue through the untended graves and deal with the nothing else that's here.
Yeah. And there's items. You gotta get the items.
Right. You gotta
Yep.
get the items. So we'll do that when we get back from break. So we're gonna take a break. We'll be back in like 5-10 minutes. Don't go anywhere. I desperately need to pee because I have drank 5 glasses of water since the last time I peed. Okay, bye.
Damn, dude.